systems go. Clear for liftoff. What's up, everyone? Tyler Tamboline here, aka ToeTagginTambo, back for a special edition of the PGA season kicking off. We've got our Ship It Nation PGA launch show. Hoopster and myself will have special guest Matt Gannon joining us. We dropped the news last week. Shout out to all those from Vincerix coming over, Adam Kirk and Matt Gannon starting it up over there, and that community joining ours. So that's going to be awesome. Reaching out to all those people, helping them out, get into the Discord, get in on the content. Today's going to be simple. It's not a Sony Open show. We do this every year. We're not a giant in the industry. We know everybody knows these other big name companies. We do a launch show. When we put out something new, our goal is the motto of our late great friend DGen, the big guy in the sky, is going to be very missed this PGA season, always missed in the DFS streets, but we are the sweaty tryhards. So we are always, as Hoopster has said, going to continue to improve and add on. And I know today we've done just that. It's very exciting. We're going to save that news for the end. A big partnership. Nation Curation is going to be the one this week. But Hoopster, bring you in, man. PGA is back. We got a ton of stuff to cover here to go over to make sure people get set up for success this PGA season. 2 milli makers, back-to-back years. We're going for 3 in a row, 5 total at the Nation. This is the hope.
Yeah, when we launched about 2.5 years ago, we always had the game plan of making PGA content a big part of what we do and a big part of our business. And that's kind of been the case along the way. You saw last year, obviously, the merger with DGen, obviously, very unfortunate the health issues that he ran into, but we had some deep conversations with him in terms of what we wanted to do PGA DFS wise. And we're going to continue on with a lot of those conversations that we had and kind of get this whole thing to the finish line. That is the goal. But every year we put a lot of work into our PGA DFS product. Like you said, our mantra has always been improve, add on. That can be said for all the sports we offer. But, I feel like NFL, obviously, you know what you're getting. But with PGA, like we've a lot of planning has gone into this, and we're excited. We've had so many meetings trying to finalize what we want to do for PGA DFS, and I think we're at the point, really good point, and obviously at the point where we're ready to announce everything, and excited about that. Then the partnership with Matt and his team over there and everyone coming over has been phenomenal. So excited to dive into it and let the people know what the plan is.
Yeah, we won't waste your time. We'll get right into the other stuff. Our man Matt is going to be in here shortly, probably get him in about 15 minutes or so to break down. That was a huge ad, though, not just to help out the Vincerix community come over, but the boots on the ground. We always say it, if you're not the biggest, baddest, best, or whatever people believe that is, that's always our hope and what we strive for, but you got to be different. And one thing that we think was lacking out there specifically was the boots on the ground aspect of the insight from on-site, the ability to ask questions, get them there. So I'm going to bring up a little bit. Just of note, too, shout out to our friends at Splash. The big RickRunGood one and done that's up there, $250 to get into, has a ton of overlay right now. So if you want to get over to Splash and get in there, we are going to let you guys know at the end. We'll be giving away one $250 buy-in to that one and done. But just wanted to let you know, if you're not in over at Splash already, we have a one and done that's going to be coming up, and we'll have more news on that. That's a little bit of a teaser for now, but we've got some more details coming on that soon. So check it out. Let's get to the site for a second, Hoop. Same as always, you guys can see the early bird special there. That ends tomorrow. Pretty straightforward. We partnered with SaberSim last year. People who had it through NFL have commented on it. It's amazing. It's fully integrated onto the site. Like if you click SaberSim, it loads up SaberSim right on the same site. You're not going to a different website or anything like that. It's fully auto-synced. So all of our projections and ownership that you know and expect for DraftKings, FanDuel, Showdown, etc., they all go right in there. I'm just using PGA as the example, but they are fully loaded, ready to go. You can use SaberScore and the ability to get good lineups for the tournaments that you're playing in. You can have everything you need just in one spot. So it's all there. We'll have the same this year as last year for projections and ownership. Same team behind it, putting it together. The sweaty tryhard portion of it is pretty simple. We put it out Tuesday for initials. Some people wait till Wednesday. We put it out Wednesday for an update, and then we put out Wednesday night for the final update. And that's because you should actually be changing stuff based on, again, our late great friend DGen, the moonwalkers and the steamers. Those are real things in PGA DFS. So you have to account for that, especially if you're trying to use optimizers that recognize the ownership. The more accurate the ownership is, the better. So we want to focus on that. Anything you want to add on projections and ownership quickly, Hoop, and then I'll talk about the stone.
Yeah, it's an important part of the PGA DFS process. But one thing I definitely want to stress, and we talk about it all the time, that's just one piece of the pie. That is just one piece. Like, you cannot just rely on projections and ownership. And that's why we structured our PGA DFS offering to be less expensive. Some sites are charging upwards of $600 for essentially just projections and ownership. Our entire offering is going to be below that, and you're going to see everything that you get with our PGA DFS offering, because, like you said, we have a big announcement at the end that's going to really tie everything together in terms of what we're trying to do. So yes, PGA DFS, projections and ownership are very important. And I do want to mention, I mean, we've had multiple people that track this stuff very closely reach out to us and say, you have the most accurate projections and ownership in the industry when they go through all the numbers and stuff. So this isn't us just, blowing smoke. I mean, this has been tested. But it is just one piece. And, this is very true, this statement. There's been weeks, and a lot of weeks, especially in the showdown streets, nothing but Ship It logos flooding the DFS PGA top results. And it is wild. Sometimes you'll pull up a contest, it could be a random contest, and all you see is Ship It Nation logos at the top. You see it a lot in showdown. One thing that's very important to point out for showdown DFS, because we go all the way through. Obviously, we have our full week projections ownership, but we have a team that grinds their ass off for round 2, round 3, round 4, and other sites. And this is no bullshit. Other sites in the industry, they leave their projections the same for round 2, round 3, round 4. They don't even adjust their guides. They don't even factor in the scoring system. Like, they literally will say, okay, Scotty Scheffler is projected to score 98 points this week. Well, he's not going to get 98 in round 2 alone, but they will keep up that 98 number all the way through. Rory's projected to get 95. They'll keep Rory projected at 95 for round 2, round 3, round 4. We have a team of people busting their ass to get this stuff accurate, factoring in weather, factoring in everything really, to come up with very accurate projections and ownership for showdown DFS. And you have some of the results out there. I mean,
the milli makers. I mean, for sure, people want the proof is in the pudding. I mean, this is just the milli makers alone, but the Masters 2 years ago, last year at one of the later majors in the season, our guy Chad Scar, he got the job done. All these 100K scores, all the 10K scores. It's not just golf, but I mean, you can go check out what sport is for what. And there's a lot of winners that we had over the last season. So, like you said, it's just a piece, but it's a huge piece, and it matters heavily, especially in showdown when people aren't accounting for weather edges, or, the most expensive, even the sites that adjust the projections it's like if Cantlay and X were the highest priced guys at a random tournament and their projection was 95, 98, in round 2, it might go down to 45 or 45, 43 and drop a little, but it's like, why are they the highest? They go off in the afternoon, the edges in the morning. They actually shouldn't have that projection. So all the adjustments we do and the team does is awesome to see. The biggest thing is the stone, for those that don't know. And again, remember, we've got people coming over from Vincerix, as well as new players, people coming over from the NFL streets who are realizing now that PGA is a fun sport. You don't need to follow golf heavily. You need good tools, good stuff, research, and be able to sort of put the lineups together. We got a ton of stuff that covers that. But if you guys haven't seen the stone, it's the best tool in DFS. This is our number one legacy piece from our guy DGen coming across. It makes life easy. It takes a hard task, which is information overload, all these golfers, listing all these podcasts, whatever. It takes it and really summarizes it down. This is one from Pebble Beach last year, but you can see it's pretty straightforward. It's everything in one place. This is the PDF. So even on mobile, it's very simple to use. You can do it from the campground, the lake house, at your cottage, whatever it might be. If you just got internet speed and you can pull this up, you're good. And the names, their salaries on DraftKings and FanDuel, their projected ownership and how that affects if they're donkey chalk or ad chalk or okay chalk. The pricing is based on if they're high upside. You can find out what the sleepers are. You have their projections right here in ceiling. You know their exact tee time. If it's a course where they're playing a certain rotation, like at Pebble, you've got it. Win equity, top 20 percentage, what their recent form is, what their event history is, what they were in our own proprietary course fit rankings. And then you start to get the optimal rates and the leverage. So those coming from the NFL side of things, you can use these to your advantage as well to help you pick up a good spot and see, okay, I've got someone down here that just really exceeds the others. If you want to have the Stone on one screen and Saber Sim on the other, you can start to bring some of these across based on just the color codes, the optimal percentages, really put yourself in a good position. If you have trouble, the hard part is building a player pool. We know this because people bring it up. It's their number one thing in DFS they struggle with is getting to a player pool. This can help you get to a player pool. It can also really help you even if you play single entry because you already know, okay, I've got some chalky guys. Now I need to find some high leverage. Now I need to find a sleeper that rates out well. It's all right there. Quickly, Hoop, and then I'll let you talk. But if there's a wave advantage, we also tag up the who has the wave advantage. We color code it best to worst. You see the orange to blue? This tells you right here, so you'd know exactly which golfers you'd want to target if there's any type of wave edge. In Showdown, really quickly, and I know it's tiny on the screen, but just to note it, you get a ton more stats. You get all the round 2 stats in this example. You get their event stats so far. The true approach is really useful because if you want to know somebody who, this is how we find these gems and these sleepers and people get their way to the top is, someone says, yeah, but their approach was really bad. But there was one hole they played poorly where they went in the water 3 times. The true approach will take that and remove it for you automatically. So you can already start to see, okay, they weren't actually as bad as I thought. Their true approach was much stronger. Somebody here, like I'll use a villain, Patrick Reed. This is at the Masters last year, was minus 1.27. So anybody just looking at strokes gained approach would say, that's horrible. Really, probably if you go deep dive it, one bad hole or something, and he ends up having a tap delta of 1.33 positive and end up having a good round from there. And then lastly, in round 4, we also factor in all of the event scores to make it easily sortable. You can download this file and edit it as well. But then we also have the win percentages, the top 5 percentages, again, all in one place, really easy to build from. It takes a hard task and makes it really easy. Hoop, anything you want to add on the Stone? Or if you guys have comments you want to throw into the chat on the Stone, anything else you love about it, let us know. But certainly, as our guy here says, Andrew, sweaty tryhard season, no doubt.
Yeah, you broke it down well. I mean, it's, one complaint that a lot of people have, no matter what they're doing, whatever sport they're playing, maybe not even in DFS where you got to go to like 5 different screens to get everything that you want. All the information you're looking for is scattered all over the place. This just brings everything together under one umbrella and has some very valuable information. I know a lot of people build lineups on one screen and have the Stone up on the other screen because it's really all the information that you would potentially need when determining what guys you want to play in your lineup. So just a very good tool, a very good piece of content, very helpful, I know, for roster construction and a lot of other ways you can use it as well.
Yeah, mobile friendly is for sure a key piece. I mean, we'll show that in a second. Thank you, Sean, for bringing that up because that's what we wanted. Also, I know some people say, well, it's a lot. I only kind of want to hone in on my golfers. Just of note, desktop version of the Stone, which I can quickly go to here, it just makes sense for this quick show off, is if you go to the Stone showcase, I should say, I mean, we're showing off a little bit, but on this version, it's not up right now, but on this screen, you'll see best viewed on desktop, and it'll be a PDF button that brings up the PDF that Sean's talking about and that I just showed off so that it works really well on mobile. But if you do work from desktop and say, I kind of want to organize this or I want to sort it or I wish I could do all this stuff with it, you can. There's an XLSX file you can download directly with the updated time and once it's final and you can edit it whatever way you want. Again, just putting it really easy for you guys all in one place. Kenny, one of the best DFS players out there, plays the high stakes weekly against some of the best names in the world, says the Stone is the best tool you could have. Simplicity. And that's really what it's all about. It may take a minute to get to know how to use it, but this is another thing we've done forever. It's part of the Ship It Nation mantra, not just PGA, but we have tutorials for every single tool on the site. Unsure how to use the Stone? First of all, there's an entire Discord of people that are happy to help you anytime you have questions. We're in there. Everybody's in there. But there's actually, here's a 4-minute video with a full walkthrough on how to use the Stone, how to read it, how to apply from it. There's just everything you need there that you want to do it. See Wimberley out there. Shout out to this, took second for 40,000 round 4 Masters off 125 hand building using the Stone. Definitely love that. And we appreciate you bringing that up. All the other stuff, like even Lee's value report. So some of the other stuff, just quick, the slate plan, the value report, the showdown slate plan, all of these things. If you notice them on the site, I've had people in the past say, it looks like an Excel spreadsheet, like real back in the 1995. It's actually just built to be mobile friendly. I love these sites that have these great big articles and all this stuff. But I mean, who really has the time to sit around and read 3 pages of articles and going back and forth and ads in them and all this other shit. It's like less is more. We've said it from day one. Who is it? And if you want to read about them, go ahead. But if you really just want the 6 names, you can scroll your iPhone, or hopefully it's an iPhone. I'm team iPhone, but if you got an Android too, it works. You can scroll this shit and you got it in like 2 seconds. You have everything you need right here. It can be a confirmation bias check. It can be getting reasoning, results, whatever it is. It's all right there. Everything sort of reads that way on our stuff. And Hoop, I don't know if there's anything else you want to add on that, but I think this is a big thing. Like even for Showdown, we've got our core, then we got our tier rankings, so you know sort of who the best golfers are in each tier, and then a full slate breakdown that will go in there. And our guy Gannon's going to join us any minute now. But anything else you want to add on the written content or anything else that we offer there on that stuff?
Yeah, I mean, phenomenal breakdown. It is funny. The less is more haters came full circle and acknowledged that the less is more mantra, the less is more way of life is the correct way. But we wanted to keep a lot of this stuff simple. I mean, this doesn't need to be complicated. We have so many different pieces of content on our site. We just showed you the stone and the layout there, our projections, our ownership. We're obviously going to have shows as well. So we wanted to keep, a lot of this stuff simple, easy. We got Discord where you can get in there and ask questions. I mean, the PGA Discord, tons of information in there all the time. I mean, that's one of the more active channels that we have. I mean, so much valuable information. And I know our guy Matt will be in there dropping his nuggets that he finds throughout the week as well. So I think you did a great job. I'm not going to be able to trump your talking. So, I mean, I'm just kind of here for the ride.
We're here for the Tambo talks, baby. That's what it is. So, all right. Yeah. I'm going to go to this and bring Matt in. I think this is important. I mean, one thing I want to say, first of all, before I bring Matt in, is just so everybody knows, I'm going to date myself because, I'm turning 40 this month. I'm getting older now, but I'll say it like this. I never call someone kid, but this kid, because he's so much younger than me, he just lives the dream life. He lives the life that I would want to live, but he does it intentionally. He does not do this for, so he can make money. He doesn't do it anything like that. He cares. He's passionate. He works his ass off. He goes out there and gets the job done. We absolutely loved it. When we talked to him, it was like, man, how can we make this work? Let's make this thing happen. He's out at all these events. We'll tell some of the stories in a second, but without further ado, let's bring him in. The man, the myth, the legend, Matt Gannon, my boy. Just let me fix this up for you, man. I'm cutting you off on day one right here, but don't worry.
Here we are.
He is. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Yeah, you guys are making me smile in the background with these kind words. I appreciate you guys having me on for the launch show. Let's talk some golf.
Yeah, man, we love it. Like we said, it's not too much Sony talk, but I know you're excited about it. You already got, I mean, this man is grinding. Like I said, he's already got a couple things up. I'm not going to show his cores off, but he's working on everything. He's going to bring outright bets to the people as well. He's excited about that. So there's going to be a little bit of everything, but I really want to focus on, like, this is some of the stuff. Just a quick note for everybody. I'm not going to scroll up because I know some of your cores are posted, but Hoop and I are going to still rotate in on all this stuff. So, like, if you guys are seeing the slate plan and different factors, like, we've got a lot of good tools out there. We really do want you to find your process for yourself, but we know you also want the content from Hoop and I as well. So we're certainly going to be on there. I'm starting it off at Sony Open. Matt's going to help us out a ton with this stuff. But the biggest thing, Matt, that we're excited for, and it's been teased out already, people know about it, you will be at all the majors, being honest with everyone so they know. Obviously, there's some situational stuff with the Masters, and it has to make it work and make it happen, but we're doing our best to make that one come through. But all three of the other majors, and then also 10 plus top PGA Tour events, kicking it all off at, of course, the Waste Management Phoenix Open with Brooks Koepka back, baby. So a little bit of golf news there to go with it. We're back. Brooks is back. But talk to us a little bit about boots on the ground, what it's like. I mean, you told me a story last week was hilarious. Like, the golfers, like, what are you doing out here, man? You're out here all the time. And you could explain to them sort of, and they're like, damn, that's pretty interesting. I never heard of someone being out here to sort of gain that type of insight and then bring it back to a community of people that are into the fantasy sports and betting and props and all this different stuff. So talk to us a little bit, man, about boots on the ground.
Yeah, when I first saw that Brooks graphic for Waste and Farmers, I thought it was like a meme. I thought it was like a fake thing. And then I'm like, oh, he's actually going to be back. What a time for Boots to kick off. So yeah, basically the entire concept of what I'm going to bring to the table with Boots is I'm going to be at the courses from Monday to Wednesday, or 2 of those 3 days, depending on scheduling, basically answering any questions you guys have. So from the Discord, from Twitter, from anywhere, let me know what you want to see. Let me know who you guys want to see. I'm going to be giving you guys the insight of how the course is playing differently to how the industry may see it on a given week, how it's playing the exact same. I'm not there to reinvent the wheel or make any extreme outlier outcomes, but if something's changed, I'm going to tell you guys what I see. And basically, I'm going to tell you how Rory looks. I'm going to tell you how Xander looks. This guy is doing this. This guy was doing this, that last week. So everything I see on the site from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is real good information to use in your bets or DFS lineups for the rest of the week. So basically, yeah, just answer what everyone in the Discord wants to see, who you guys want to see. I'm going to be looking at the 6K players all the way up to the highest priced guys in the field. So it's a blast for me, and I appreciate giving you guys all the information that I see.
Yeah, that's going to be the biggest benefit, I think, too, is like people don't, they think about like the report is one thing. That's going to be very exciting on Boots Weeks. And by the way, that's premium only. No surprise here. That's going to be behind the paywall. That's going to be something that you're only going to get if you're a Ship It Nation member. So it's a huge addition from that perspective. But the ability to hit Matt up, Matt's going to hit the Discord up if he's traveling on Monday. Hey, boys, girls, I'm on the way to the course tomorrow. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know who you're looking at. I'm going to try and get as much as I can information-wise for you and bring it back. And that's going to be key because, again, no other site really has that, the ability to do so. That's going to be huge. And then on Boots Weeks, we're also going to have, this is unannounced, but this is going to be awesome. I'm excited about this one, Boots Bullets. So he's just going to take notes, and whether you wanted it or not, it's coming. And it's like a Tambo's Tidbits play on words, but a Boots Bullets, he is going to have like bullet points for all the golfers that he saw. So you can go back and check stuff, ask questions. We don't have like a Discord Q&A 30-minute special where Matt Gannon shows up. It's like he'll be in there when he's in there and you guys can tag him and he'll get back to you with the information. It's like you can figure it out really easily. So that access is huge.
Yeah, my favorite part about what he said there is he's not going out to recreate the wheel. And a lot of people doing this sort of thing, they are going out there trying to recreate the wheel. You see it all the time. People that go to these events or the practice rounds, they'll go find the thickest rough on the course and drop a ball and say, oh my gosh, look at the ball disappeared. Or they'll go to the slopiest green on the course and drop a ball. Oh, look, it rolled off the front and you got a 30-yard chip because it rolled off the green. And I love the fact that you're just going out there to report and get the information and, not try to take everything to the extremes, because that's what you see a lot.
Yeah, don't do this.
100%.
Matthew Bannister, my man, I love you, but this is like the number one thing. We have such access that I just talked about. You can literally tag people in the Discord who want to know. The last thing anybody wants, not being rude, just being factual, is when you're just DMing them for like the secret info. It's like, just put it in the chat and we'll definitely handle it and get after it. We pretty much answer every single question in there. So make sure you're not DMing people on that stuff. Just hit them up direct in the chat. There's no secret stuff. It's about the community. It's taking care of everybody. That's what Matt's doing, and that's what we're excited about. He's getting the information to help you, to help all. So go ahead, Matt. Sorry to cut you off. I just want to make notes so you're not blowing up in the DMs.
No, and with that, I'm going to definitely put every little bullet I see. I'm going to probably put all the important stuff towards the top, maybe go in price order. But if I see funny things, I'm going to put that in the Boots bullets. Like half of this is entertainment as well. And you guys are going to get some amazing stories from the Boots on the ground content. And a quick shout out to Adam Kirk over at Vincerex. None of this is possible without him. He taught me how to do all of this. I would not be a Boots pro without Adam. The first time I ever went out there, I had no idea what I was looking for. I sat on the range and thought I just saw guys stripe. Yeah, hot take. These PGA Tour players look good on the range. So I'm not on the range. I'm on the course, seeing how they strategize their way around the course, seeing how they talk to their caddies, seeing how they play these holes. So yeah, massive shout out to Adam, massive shout out to Vincerex, because we'll not be here without that. So it's gonna be good.
What did I tell you though when we first started talking? Well, who did I say got to get this hat? We got to give this hat to who?
Neil Shipley,
baby. We got to get it happening. Even it might have to be a caddy deal. I mean, like I said, we're not the biggest player in the biz, but we try and do as much as we possibly can. You guys know we just gave away over $50,000 in cash. I've reached out to all the Ship It Games winners. We'll finalize that this week to make sure everybody gets paid and taken care of. For anybody that's wondering, the memberships on the Sabre side, all of that stuff will get dialed in as well. But yeah, we want to get Neil Shipley, get him, or at least his caddy. The caddy hat
that would look
nice.
That would look nice.
He's so good, and I think it's going to happen either way. He's going to be a great player. So he has been.
He was good on camera. He was on one of the Netflix shows, right?
He was.
Yeah. I mean, he seemed like a solid dude.
Some great press conference clips too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
This is the thing too. I mean, Matt can help with this. I've always said it. People know I don't talk about both sides. Like I make fun of it because it's like, how do you know? We've seen Billy Horschel say worst range session ever. My back's hurting. And then he goes out and leads the tournament. So it is tough, but I do agree with those that like, at least if you want to have the information, I get it. So like the more, you want to know about something, or if Matt sees something, I'm sure he's going to bring that back and say, yo, I noticed this, take it with a grain of salt, but here we go. Kenny said, hey, Brian Harmon just hit his head on the bottom of a table and won't tee
exactly.
Up. Short joke.
And also another piece of information for boots. It's just like any single tool you guys have on the site, whether it's the stone, whether it's the projections, it's another piece of information for you guys to make decisions with. It's not 100% going to be accurate. It's just what I see. And sometimes it's awesome. Sometimes it's great. Sometimes things aren't great. One guy in particular, I basically try to avoid watching Hideki Matsuyama. If you guys are golf fans, whatever he looks like, he can wake up 10 minutes before his tee time, look like shit, and then go win the damn thing. Well, usually for Hideki, whatever I say is the opposite for him. But for the most part, it's just another piece of information. So take it all with a grain of salt and just use it as extra information to add into the models, add into the data, add into the stone, all that type of stuff.
Yeah, agreed 100%. And that's going to be a big factor of it. When we talked about it earlier, you'll be helping out with the showdown slate plan. We brought this up. Obviously, like I said, Hoop and I will rotate in here. You'll be able to have your stuff up weekly. You'll go through the slate breakdown with everything you're seeing. And then, of course, you're going to put your outright bets. What is the breakdown here? I know there's a link here that helps people sort of organize a betting card. I think it's just more of a process piece, like we even talk about on the DFS side. It's a way that they can sort of organize their betting card appropriately so that they're not betting 100 golfers and then congratulating themselves on the 100-1 hit when it's like you played to win 7-1, right? Is that what we're looking at?
Exactly. Yeah. That's just a hyperlink that will give you all of the instructions on how I set up things. What I do is not perfect. Everyone else has their opinion, but basically this is going to allow you to have a season-long structure, not go over your structure, not bet 3 guys at 10-1 and end up winning $6. It's going to set you up apart for the season, for the full season, and just have a structure and strategy for you guys. And it's just a simple way that I do it. That's worked for me in the past, worked for me the last 2 years. So you want to tail it, you don't want to tail it, just more information for you guys.
Yeah. Hoop, anything else you want to touch on or cover there? Like we've got a few more things to bring up and go through, but just to note, the Boots Bullets part, I wanted to hit on Lee's course fit rankings. It was already brought up earlier. It's another piece of the puzzle. It's actually right on the stone too, for anybody that was asking. Like the CFR is the course fit ranking. So again, you can have everything you need in one place. If you download the stone and just sort it by CFR, you could even have that and then see, okay, who's high in the course fit rankings and pops everywhere else, or vice versa. If you like what you see over here and you want to incorporate that, you can sort of make your decisions based around them. But Hoop, anything else that you wanted to add?
This guy's information so good. He can even call out who will be opposite for a specific golfer. That's with the Hideki though, it makes sense, man. Like it is
Hideki,
literally,
yeah. He's an anomaly.
Yeah, he's all over the place in terms of expectations and results. But just to reiterate the point, I mean, just another piece that goes into the puzzle, another piece that goes into the equation, and you can use it, any way you want. And that's the whole goal of our product, just to have all those pieces. The more pieces that go into the equation, the more information you have to make better decisions, hopefully, into your lineup. So excited.
And the more you get the information each week, the more that it'll be powerful moving forward, especially when you get on like back-to-backs and things like that. Like you'll see something one week and then be at the course with them again the next week. That's where I think some of the golfers like, yo, what's up? I mean, you did an interview last year I saw, it was awesome, with Novak and Ben Griffin. And then those guys have just huge years. It was Adam and yourself. Like you talked about Adam Kirk earlier. Talk about that a little bit for a second. It's just a fun story, but I know you guys interviewed them and then both had like career years.
Yeah, that was actually the week. So that was the Wednesday night before they won the Zurich together. So Adam and I joke that they owe us 10% of their career salaries because we unlocked them to become Ryder Cuppers and tour winners. But I love to, being out there so much, I've kind of developed a relationship with a certain amount of players, and it's cool to be able to talk to them and ultimately get some of them on. So hopefully in the future, I'll be able to have some guys on the Ship It channels as well, which would be awesome. Being out there, like you said, for back-to-back weeks, we develop storylines. Like, for example, I'll see Colin Morikawa being super pouty in a certain week, and he doesn't look great. And then down the road, a few months later, you could see he walks with a little that Rory chest bump. It looks a lot more confident. Oh, Colin could be more confident in for a good week. So being out there so much, you just develop like these guys' mannerisms and how they practice, and just they're all humans, so you can kind of get that with them. So being out there a lot is a big key to seeing how they'll perform on a weekly basis.
Yeah, agreed. I'll say too, if you guys don't follow Matt already, make sure to go over on X, Matt__ Gannon, and make sure that you follow him over there for any of the stuff he's putting out. He's going to be putting up some clips, some breakdowns, some bullets, some things like that as the week goes on. Lastly, for me, what is the schedule looking like? We talked about the majors. We talked about the debut, which is going to be at the Waste Management. What other events do you sort of have on tap? I know, but just let people know sort of what you're thinking, some of the big ones that stand out that you're excited about.
Yeah, so we're starting at the Waste Management. That's the only one, I guess, that's officially announced right now. But you and I talked about it yesterday. I'm going to be at Pebble Beach, which is, I believe, the week after Waste. And those weeks, the Pebble weeks, there's a few weeks where I believe they don't allow spectators in practice rounds. So those are the massive weeks for me. And I believe Pebble is one of them. So I might be one of the only guys out there. I can get so close and super personal with all the players. And then from there, I'm going to look into Riv. The Florida swing follows that, which is super easy for me because I live in Florida. And then that'd be 6 to 7 events. Major season is around the corner after that. And then from there, I'm open to what you guys want. If you guys want an event, we don't have anything locked in to kind of do this on the fly. But all the new courses, specifically the bigger events, and then whatever you guys want to see, I can try to make happen for you guys.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Really appreciate that. Hoop, anything else you've got for Matt here? Anything else you want to bring up before we get to sort of the finale of everything else going on?
No, excited to have him on board. And yeah, it's going to be a fun season of PGA DFS. And yeah, just crazy how it's already here. I mean, it started. I know a lot of people, some people, get into the swing season, but this is the official start, and then the official start for the NFL degenerates will be at the Waste Management. So yeah, I think you have like 2 starts to the PGA season this week, and then the Waste Management.
Yeah, for sure. I'm excited.
This is what I was saying. Yeah, this kid's living the dream, but he works hard. He doesn't have to go to hang out. That's the difference, and that's what I love, right? He's going to be grinding, bringing the information back. That's what we love. That's going to be helpful to all of us. And one thing I'll note, too, just before you go, Alex and I are doing Leverage Lane starting tomorrow morning, 10:30 a.m. Eastern. This is going to be super powerful because when you go out on, the Tuesday or whatever it is, you're at the practice round, you get the information back to us Tuesday night, that's a huge difference for us going in on Wednesday and being able to talk about this event from a DFS perspective. Because, for example, and you guys, those who don't know, like Alex Blickel literally tries to qualify for the US Open. Like, he's a pro golfer. He's very good at golf. And it's not that you need to be good at golf to be able to apply it to DFS. But what he sometimes sees is if there's maybe an extra focus on where our course fit thoughts could deviate from the rest of the industries, and that can be an edge any given week. And then when you have the information from somebody who's literally at the course and getting that and being able to think of it from a different perspective, we're going to now have that going into the Wednesday show. I'll be able to talk about that with you guys as well. So I just think all this stuff is going to be super helpful, Matt, and we're really excited for the upcoming season. Anything else you want to let the people know, or where they can find you, what they expect to see? We're going to go through a quick schedule of when things will come out on the site. We're going to do one final announcement, get that wrapped up. And then I know you're on the way to the TGL tonight as well.
Yeah, so if you guys are Ship It Nation subscribers, Ship It Nation fans, and you guys are on the road for any of these PGA Tour events, I'd love to connect with you. Love to meet you guys out there. I love to play some golf on the road too, so always hit me up. And also, yeah, just give me feedback. Let me know how to improve throughout my shows, throughout my process, anything you guys want to see throughout the year. Always open to any constructive criticism, and I would look forward to the year. Thank you guys again for having me on the show.
For sure. I'll let the people always have some questions. I'll give you one here. Even if it's like, I'd want to know both to interact with, but then who's like your guy? People make fun of me because of intervention from one Sung Jae Im, but I got a guy in Sung Jae, but who's your guy? And then who are some of the guys that you'd like to interact with out on the tour?
Yeah, I became pretty close with Andrew Novak, like we said, but also I became super close with Sahith Theegala and his caddy Carl Smith. I always saw them on the road. They always give me the time of day. Like, they'll come right up to me and ask me how I'm doing. And even like some guys like Jason Day will come up to me and ask me what I'm seeing. Cause I being out there so much, he'd be like, so how would you play this hole? And I'm not a professional caddy by any means, but just out there so much, and they kind of know what I do. So everyone's super nice. There's very, 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 very few interactions, which maybe on a premium show I'll give you those guys that I may not like. So but those are probably my guys, the guys that I just listed.
Yeah, that's the thing too, by the way. Novak's perfect for us. The Novak Nation is strong, and we got that one too.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll get him like a custom hat with like a Ship It logo on the side or something, and just present it to him. And even if he doesn't wear it, just a nice little gift for Novak. That's awesome and cool to hear that. So Heath is the man. Love that guy.
Yeah.
So that's just awesome, man. That's incredible stuff. I don't have much else. Your content will be going up on the site tonight, tomorrow. That'll be the goal there. I'm going to break down the rest, but Matt, anything else you want to add before you get out of here, man? If not, we wish you the best tonight and enjoy yourself. And we know you're right back to work as soon as you get back. So we're good to go.
Yeah, no, nothing else from me. Thank you again for having me. And yeah, you guys will be seeing a lot of my face this week and the rest of the season. So like I said, anything you guys need, let me know and I'll try to provide for you.
Amazing, man. Thank you so much. We're excited for the season ahead. Hopefully everybody else is excited as well. We'll let you get on your way and we'll run through the last few items and I'll hit you up in a little bit, man.
Yep. Peace. Thank you guys.
Thanks.
Later. Yeah, just an awesome dude, super humble. Love that about him. And just always trying, like you said, looking for feedback, looking to get better, trying to dial in, help everybody out. That's really what the nation is all about. That's what our community is all about. So we love that.
Yeah, it fits our community. I mean, one of the first things he says, this isn't the end all be all. Like, this isn't the answer to all the questions. This is just a part of the process. And it's not always going to be right. It's not always going to be accurate. But you can take everything into consideration and just really cool, humble, down-to-earth guy. He's going to fit perfect with our community and what we're trying to do here. So very excited to have Matt joining us this PGA season. Good dude.
I like too that he said bring some humor back. Like the entertainment side is important. I always say like we focus on edutainment, right? It's educational, entertaining, gives you what you need. But him bringing those stories back is going to be awesome. People love the little insider track and all that. And speaking of, the most funny stuff we have, just so people know too, I know a lot of people had reached out. DGen's notes and DGen's scorecard will continue to be updated. I was talking with editor. They still have unreleased notes from the big guy that are going to be put on there, but you can always go back. It's a fun read just to go back and get some of these nicknames and how he calls some of these guys. Said a vacuum sealed Scotty Scheffler, like what he looks like some of this stuff he says, just hilarious, man. So very, very important just to note that stuff will always live on. We're not going to try and boost it or sell it off the back of everything. Like at the end of the day, we just want his notes and his stone and everything else that he brought over to live on. And that's what it's all about. So it's all going to be there. Boots Bullets will be new. That'll be Boots weeks only. The notes and the scorecard will be updated over time. Obviously going to let things settle in, football end out, that sort of thing. Just talking to the editor, but it will happen. And you still use it right now. Like if you go over to DGen's notes, you can just simply type in a name and pull them up. And right away, the ultimate effing loser, right off the top.
He's a piece of shit in parentheses. Love it.
This is a piece of shit. Like that's the best. So if you ever need a good laugh or memory, make sure to go back to this stuff. That's always part of it. And you're just fun within the community. But yeah, this is awesome.
There's something funny in there for Harmon, I think. I can't. Some of the stuff is good though.
We can do one more. We don't
Harmon. I thought there was something funny in for Harmon. Could be wrong.
The Hobbit. And then no, not too much else on him. There's probably so many good ones. Someone said Cantlay is funny. Let's see. Neckbeard prevents him from winning majors. Takes him an hour and a half to watch 60 minutes. This is the slowest guy in the world. Takes him an hour and a half to watch 60 minutes. This is like Matt said. I just love that he said that because it is really what it's all about. Being able to still have fun while we're doing this stuff and be involved. We got Monkey Monday in the Discords every Monday, but the community loves it. It's very busy. It's a very active community. So we love that. But just to clarify the main stuff, because people want to know, projections, initials will come out on Tuesday. And that will be with the initial stone, which is kind of a shell of itself, but it's just so you have something. One thing we're focused on, I know people hit us up on a Monday or Tuesday, like, where's your content? Where's your stuff? It's like, there is so much. There's other sites that will get it to you fast, but it will be either inaccurate or useless at the time. It's just to say you have stuff. For us, we're going to get it out. We want it to be accurate as possible. So when we get it out Tuesday, most sites wait till Wednesday. You will get your initial projections and ownership, and then you will get your initial stone. On Wednesday, around midday, you will get an updated stone as well as the updated projections and ownership. And then at the end of the day, around 5 p.m., 6 p.m. Eastern, unless more changes after that, which we'll stay on top of as well, but you will get the final stone projections ownership. If things change with weather, we'll be on top of it. If things change with ownership, the moonwalk, the steams, those will be on top of it. Everything will be covered when it comes to that. the slate plan. Value report comes up super early. It's free for all to check out. You guys can all go see that. The course fit rankings come out earlier in the week and are adjusted for the WDs. The slate plan will be out usually Wednesday by lunchtime, and then any changes made thereafter will be noted in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, make sure you get in the Discord. There's no plan anymore at Ship It Nation that comes without Discord, except for the $9 day pass, which is a way to just spend $9 a day and almost $300 a month. So really, you should check it out and do it from a business side. It would be profitable for us. We're trying to help you out here. It's like, yeah, don't spend $9 per day to do that. And even on the weekly, you'd have to tee it up for like what you're going to spend almost $40 a month to do that. Get no Discord, literally get one day, no showdown, no extras. No, you may miss the window of the latest one and the earliest one. So I definitely think you got to keep that in mind. So just noting it, but Discord is key. And we even have a notifications channel in there. So you will only get notified for PGA stuff. You won't get bombarded with the NBA late news or anything like that if you don't want. If you're an all access member, you can sign up to any notifications that you want. Go ahead, Hoop.
I don't know. You're doing a phenomenal job. I was just going to say, along this process, when we were going through everything, coming up with the game plan, we kind of came to the determination that we're missing one piece, right? I mean, we kind of talked through it, and like there's one piece that's missing to all this, and we got to figure out a solution to it. It's something that a lot of people like and enjoy and use throughout their process. And we've had a lot of messages from people asking if we're going to get into this sort of content. And I'll let you release the final and final piece to our offering and the big announcement that we're kind of waiting on throughout the show here. So let the people know what that final piece is that brings this whole thing full circle.
I'm on the edge of my seat. I love the tee up too. The segue is perfect. I was just going to say like that was going to be my intro line and you covered it, which is even better because you knew I wanted to talk about it. So I'm pumped. You gave me that. Thank you so much. This is the thing. So you said it. We talked about a lot of things that we offer. We talked about some incredible ads with Matt Gannon and with Boots and everything else that's going to go with it. All the content still being covered as you know and expect. But as from day one, we've always said everything you need to have success with DFS for less. We always try and make it as affordable as possible. I know not everybody knows this stuff. I'm a bit weird with this. The team probably hates me, but I put like mission statements up. Like I'm a professional kind of setup here, and it says provide the most affordable and most valuable DFS content, tools, and community. We've definitely done that. The most valuable, like Hoop said, I don't know anyone that gave away the $85, let alone the $85,000 just for an NFL season. We have core values. You can go on and read them: success, hospitality, innovation, passion, interaction, trust. We use the acronym. Like everything there we do to try and do it at the highest level. The one thing we felt we were missing when it came to PGA, and this could be foreshadowing for the future as well in other sports, but the one thing we did not have was any type of tools or data tools or anything else for you to be able to dig deeper and go deep on that type of stuff. So as you know, the PGA Early Bird Special with SaberSim will go to $399 tomorrow. We've already put this out. It's been out for weeks. If you don't know, better go sign up now. But anything you want to do just to note it, you got to know that the $399 will be tomorrow. And that's important because the big announcement and the main thing we wanted everybody to know is we have made a pretty exciting partnership. And not only that, we're calling this Nation Curation. We're giving you the best of all worlds for one. You see the Early Bird Special? This is the Early Bird Bundle. And it includes the tools from RickRunGood.com. So you now get our entire PGA package that we just went through with everything with Matt Gannon added and all of that stuff included, that with the stone, the boots bullets, the slate plans, all the different stuff, the Discord, you name it. You get SaberSim to put it all together. And you can also get RickRunGood tools, which sell retail for $229 if you go to RickRunGood.com. But even at the $349, it's still a deal. At the $399 tomorrow, it's really a steal to get all of it together. If you say, that's not for me, I don't need it, you have the other prices. You got $399 or $299, depending what you go with. But this is just to put it all together so that you have everything you need in one place and you can put it all together. The RickRunGood stats are obviously very in-depth, and to be able to go through everything on RickRunGood.com, it will be powered through his website. But him being willing to join forces, got to give a huge shout out and thank you to him to put this all together to make it happen. It's not corporate level. Rick is very ground level, sweaty, try hard, puts in the work, him and his wife. It's an awesome team over there. He does the extra stuff as well. And these tools we're very excited about. So Hoop, I'll kick it back to you. I'm going to pull up one more screen while we're doing this. But yeah, your thoughts and just how it came together. Everything's going to be exciting when it comes to that, but it is now live on the site as well. I'm going to pull it up while you talk.
Yeah, really excited for this partnership. And like I said, when we're going through building out our package, you and I had these conversations, and a lot of people have reached out, like, what tools should I be using? Obviously, we have SaberSim, but this is more data driven. Really, the RickRunGood tool. It's like we don't have anything like that to offer our people. And again, we've gotten a lot of messages about it. I know a lot of our community uses it. You and I have used it in the past as well. And we're like, hey, let's get in touch with Rick and see if we can work something out where our community has access to Rick and all his information. And I just want to give a shout out to Rick and his wife. He made the process very simple, very easy. And this is something that's going to be exclusive, obviously, to our community. He has, his website and whatnot, but this is exclusive to the Ship It Nation community, and we're excited about this. And the process will be easy, like you said. It's going to be powered on his website, but when you sign up for this, the process is pretty seamless. We have it set up where it's going to be very easy for you to get access to both. I mean, essentially going to walk you right through the process. So pretty simple. I mean, and this brings our product full circle, everything. So what we're charging here for all our content that we walk through, Matt's information, Discord, or projections, ownership, SaberSim, which, obviously we haven't talked a ton about SaberSim, but best optimizer in the industry. And now you get the tools at RickRunGood, all the data from 6 tours as well that we found out about. No, I don't think anyone else has it. Like he mentioned on the call, he pulls the data from 6 different tours. I don't even know all of them. I definitely couldn't name them all, but he said he's getting it from 6 different tours. So he has a license for that. So all this is less than what some people are paying for just projections and ownership. I just cannot reiterate that enough. Their site's charging over $600, and essentially you're just getting projections and ownership. For $549, you're getting all our content with projections and ownership. We talked about the Stone, the Slate plan, all that stuff, SaberSim, and all the information at Rick's site. So it's the best value in the industry, and we continue to do that. We've always said we want to provide the best value, the most affordable content in the industry, and this deal right here ties it all together.
Yeah, we got to clarify some stuff quick because people are asking. I wish this could be free for everybody. It's most certainly not free because it's also totally optional. Like, this is pretty cut and dry. I just want to make sure it is for everybody. But you can get the PGA content only, which includes no optimized. Say, look, I just need whatever your deal is. If you were grandfather, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's an add-on. But just noting it, this is $299 for PGA content only is $299. For the PGA and optimizer, tomorrow will be $399. Today is $349, but it's all relevant. That's where you can get the $200 special. Tomorrow, you still get it for the value of $149 more in that deal because the $549. But just noting it, the $29 a month works out to the $349 or whatever, the setup, like when you click in. But the basics of this is it's $25 a month. It's a no-brainer to get the SaberSim deal if you go the annual special. But if you want all of them put together, it works out to less than $50 per month. It's $45 per month. If you're already, I want to clarify this. If you've already signed up, if you were grandfathered for $199 or $299 or whatever your package is, you got it for $499. It's the $549 is for anybody signing up right now. The bundle that you see is for right now. If you're in at $299, you can get it for $499 because we've got the $200. You just have to reach out to us, info@shipitnation.com. We'll get you taken care of right away. This bundle is only available through Ship It Nation, through us. It's almost 15% off that he's offering, and you can get it for the monthly or the annual, but you have to be a Ship It Nation member. If you're already in at $49 a month on the monthly and you want to add this, you can get it for the same 15% off and just add it as an additional. But it's built around thinking about if you needed all of them anyway, we've curated the best of everything. We think our content, projections, ownership, the Stone, the Discord, etc., are all the best. We think it's the most valuable for the one deal. We think and know that our partnership with SaberSim is the strongest optimizer in the business. You can see those logos everywhere nightly as well. You can get that. And then if you say, but I want to add tools as well, Well, you're not going to get it. Like Hoop said, our number one competitor is $5.99 for just projections, ownership, Discord, article. Like they do a ton. They're amazing, sure. But I'm saying it's $5.99 and that's what you get. That's our $2.99 plan. Then you have to go buy an optimizer. Well, that's $200 more or $250 more. That's why ours is only $100 more, and you get SaberSim. And then if you need to go buy the RickRunGood tools anyway, you'd be at $6, $7, $8, $9, $10, over $1,000 that you'd be paying versus the $549. So any questions you have, now's the time to throw them in the Discord, into the chat here. We'll get them. And if you have further afterwards in the Discord, we'll get after them. But it's definitely broken down so that you see it. It's extra for everyone. But remember, the key component, if you're already grandfathered into Ship It Nation, you hit the criteria. It's a bundle for members only. You're a member. And it's the additional price point for whatever you choose, the monthly or the annual, exclusively through us. So just so you know, that deal is with us. You have to make sure. If you already
a couple of those questions have come through with oops, sorry. I think we're hitting the same thing. How do we get RickRunGood tools with our current monthly? If you have all access through us, it's the same thing. You fit the criteria, you're eligible, you reach out, let us know, do you want monthly? Do you want annual? And we will get you set up. So it's very simple. You don't have to change really anything. It's going to be us sending you a link to get access, essentially.
100%. And this is the key. Like this is my take. I mean, Go Collect will love this. Funny enough, I was in the DMs with him the other night. He's taking his kids out for, this is the community we talk about all the time. But Go Collect drove down and met us in Michigan, right, Hoop? You remember that? And then the setup here is he's out with his kids at Dairy Queen getting blizzards and slushies because his kids got a good result in school. So I love to see that. I was like, oh, what do you guys get? And just chatting it up there last night, actually, because he missed the giveaway in the football streets. I used this analogy, though, Go Collect, before last night, just so you know, Kyle. I was talking to Hoop about this the other day. Those who have ever gone out and said, damn, I wish I could get a Five Guys burger with a McDonald's fries, or a Wendy's burger, Five Guys burger, whatever your burger choice, a McDonald's fries, and a DQ Blizzard, you got to go to 3 places to get it, and you got to pay full pop for all. You can't combo them up. That's really what we're trying to do. That's what we're trying to say here is when you do this, this is the max price right now for the maximum price anyone's going to pay. If you've already been in with us or you already have a different deal, you're going to be in for lower. It's just making sure that you know you had to be a member. This is not something where we're going to hop on streams and say, by the way, go sign up for RickRunGood with code X or code Ship It or whatever. That's not the deal, right? This is to take care of Rick for taking care of us to help take care of you. That's the key component. So
exclusive to our community. And like Aaron says, they have heat maps, trends for baselines, putting regression graphics, course fit with adjustable number of rounds. I mean, the model that he has set up over there with the data it's the top spot to go for PGA DFS and betting as well. I mean, he has so much information. And then, like you said, he has YouTube videos as well on how to use everything. So that's why we love this partnership. I mean, Rick has this set up in a phenomenal way, easy to use, information, teaching, education, just fits perfectly with what we're trying to do over here at Ship It Nation. So again, the one thing to reiterate, if you already have a package with us and you don't want to change anything, there's an email address. It's info@shipitnation.com. And you just tell us you want to add this on, and whether you want monthly or annual,
that's it.
And it'll be as simple as that. I mean, it's going to be very, very simple. So email info@shipitnation, and we'll make the process very easy for you.
Just say, I want RRG, and say monthly or annual. You can type one word, make it as simple as possible for you. Try it out. If you want to start with monthly, if you're adding it as an annual package, it is the best deal and going to save you a ton long-term. Yeah, you can leave that up. I don't know if it'll come back up for the other one. There was just, Sean's here was this same thing, the amount of tools for the price. And now we're doing it with every reputable and credible source. Sometimes it takes time to build these things up and, get involved with these. It's funny because both Saber and Rick, we talked to when we were launching Ship It, but it's like brand new. We're just getting off the ground. It's like, we kind of want to make something work, but it's like, they're like, well, we don't really have anything yet. It's like, yeah, we're going to create it. We're going to build it. We're going to work on it. It's like, okay. And then we come full circle. We've got it all now in one place. So like Hoop said, hit us up, info@shipitnation.com. I think that's it, man. I think that's going to be good to go. this is important. Go ahead.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's the last important part.
First, who was looking after me? Now my man Aaron Smith is looking after me, but it says it's not tool late. Speaking of tools, I don't know if that's the pun intended, but speaking of Rick's tools, it's not tool late to get in on the RRG one and done on Splash by Wednesday night. $250 per entry, flat payouts. This is going to be the setup. So just so you guys know, the bundles, right? We talked about the bundles earlier. Anybody who gets it on the bundles in the next 24 hours, or if you were already in it, you're in. We will pick a winner to get a free $250 one and done ticket. And then we will announce it in the Discord, because it will be for members only, and email that person and get them all set up with the link and everything ready to go. We are partners at Splash. If you are not over at Splash yet, you're going to want to get in, not only for the one and done right now with Rick, who we support and who has one going right now with a big prize and a ton of overlay, segment payouts, works out to like $8 per event. You can put multiple entries up to 25, go over there, get your deposit match with code SHIP IT, and then jump in. But we are going to have a one and done that's going to start after these ones end. So it's going to be a lot of fun, because we wanted to have this, the setup where we could have something that's not interfering with everybody else. Lesser buy-in, because we know some people have different pocketbooks, and you could have multi-entries on a lower number, or somebody who just wants to get in one, and it's going to be a really nice payout structure. We're going to add some prizes, and that's going to be the fun for the PGA season on top of everything else. And also our guy Sheets is going to be doing some one and done premium strategy shows as well. So super excited from that perspective. Hoop, any final thoughts from you before we get out of here?
No, very excited about all this. And I know I've said it a few times, but it just brings everything together for us, completes our offering, the addition of Matt, the addition of RickRunGood, the tools that he's offering to our community with SaberSim. It's just, man, like this is the home for PGA DFS content. Like, do not go anywhere else. There's no need. If someone's telling you they have the best projections in ownership and you have to sign up for them, it's bullshit, because this is the spot right here with not only the best projections in ownership, but everything else to go along with it at a much cheaper rate than anyone else in the industry. So this is your spot, and we're excited to have you, and looking forward to welcoming anyone that isn't a current member with us that is going to sign up into our Discord, a very friendly, welcoming community with endless information and knowledgeable people, and they're like-minded, knowledgeable people.
Yeah, it's gonna be the best season yet. I'm super excited for it, guys. Obviously, want to make sure that you have everything you need, so we've posted that there. We will be back tomorrow, myself, Alex Blickel, 10:30 a.m. Eastern. So make sure you're subscribed to our channel. This is a free show. Don't know how long that's going to stay that way. This is become a pretty valuable show, so we're excited for this one. But Leverage Lane, Sony Open, back tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Eastern with Alex and myself. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching. For Hoop, for myself, ToeTagginTambo, for our friend Matt joining us over at the Nation and joining us today. Let's ship it.